Hello once again everyone, and welcome to Crusnik's Purgatory. I'm your host, Crusnik X, alongside me, the beautiful A'rya Stormborn.
Again, how you put up with my ass, I will never know.
Well, it's another year. 6 years. Jesus Christ, I've been playing this game for 6 years? Wow.
You have.
How much play... In fact, before we even go anywhere else, I just want to see how much I've spent in this game.
Wait, you can figure that out?
338 days, 17 hours, and 0 minutes. That is how much time I have invested into this game. I mean, granted, yes, some of that time was spent asleep at the keyboard, but still. But anyways, so why am I being surprised at the fact that I've been playing this game for a little over 6 years? Well, because today marks the start of the Rising 2019 event, the annual event where we celebrate the return of Final Fantasy XIV, back when it was released as Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And it truly is good. It truly is a pleasure to have played this game for so long. It's been a constant source of joy in my life. I mean, I've met so many great people through it, but more on that later. So, we're going to be doing the storyline for the Rising 2018 event. Among some other things that we'll be delving into. In fact, let me fish out this thing that I have in my pocket beforehand so that I don't forget that it's there. But anyways, A'rya's just changing her outfit because she feels overdressed for this, when honestly it really doesn't matter what she wears.
Said by the man who's dating me.
Hell, if I wanted to, I'd go in my underwear, but I don't want to.
Now, if only I could turn that into something, into green and black flag.
What? The skirt?
Yes.
Which skirt is that? Oh, the brand new waist wrap. Yeah, no. Who knows? Send the devs a message. We need more plaid. Anyways. Alright, let's get on with it. So, in order to do the Rising 2019 event, we're gonna power through this crowd and speak with Pobiano and complete the level 30 quest, Message in a Bottle. Let's get right down to it. Well, if it isn't the shining star who set so many hearts aflame with his high-flying feats at the Moonfire Fair. Thanks in no small part to your contributions, we were able to close the curtain on this year's festivities in style. Though the revelry and rejoicing may have ended, needless to say there's still plenty of work left to be done. Speaking of which, would you be averse to lending a fatigued festival attendant a helping hand? While we were favored with spectacular crowds again this year, I fear that comes with an unfortunate after effect, which is to say this beautiful beach remains cluttered with an unsightly amount of rubbish and refuse. While I realize this is a rather trivial question, Don't worry, just follow the quest marker. Alright, we've got rusty fishing rods, thanks to the dipshits who did the fishing challenge. Paper scrap, no doubt left from all the flyers and the fish. The battered fish.
Wait, who was I supposed to talk to?
Pobbiano. See the quest marker?
Oh.
Yeah, you might have a little bit of time seeing her, considering the fact that it's crowded as fuck over there, and an empty bottle. Thanks to the drunkards. Alright. Let's speak to Pobbiano. Welcome back! I can already see that the beach is looking cleaner for your efforts. I would be happy to take any of the discarded items you picked off your hands. Some paper scrap, a rusty fishing rod, and an empty bottle. Thank you, friend. We truly appreciate your efforts. After all, it just wouldn't do to launch the celebratory fireworks over a beach littered with jetsam and junk. Now, what have we here? This appears to be an ordinary bottle, but is this a letter inside? How curious. Why, I do believe I'll take a closer look. Ne'er till land, heaven spew crimson, seep black dooms, stray seeds, valiant. It's no use. The ink is smudged in so many places, deciphering the letter in full is all but impossible. That said, all this talk of heaven spewing crimson and seeping black dooms, it isn't very pleasant, is it? Wait, I just had a thought. What if this is the message, a warning of sorts intended to help us forestall an impending calamity? Perhaps I'm overthinking this, but better safe than sorry, wouldn't you say? Why, I've half a mind to take off immediately to investigate further myself. Sadly, I still have another half of beach here to clean. Please, might you be so kind as to look into the letter on my behalf? My friend Bran in Limsa, he's a veteran reporter for the venerable Harbor Herald, just happens to be an expert on cryptic poems and prophecies. I'm sure he'd be able to tell you something about it. I'm terribly sorry to burden you with yet another menial task like this, but the fate of the realm may very well be at stake. And wherever this leads, I promise to compensate you properly for your labors. Safe travels, friend. Alright, let's go. Off to Limsa. Don't worry, you can piggyback off of me.
Giggity. What? You can sleep on the couch.
You know you're not going to make me.
No, you're right. I'm gonna call Nana to make you.
Anyway, we're going up to the aft castle for this one. Alright, here we are. And there's Bran. Let's talk to him, shall we? Well, slap me silly with a harbor herring! If it isn't the adventurer who tossed a few breadcrumbs to this gaz when he was just a little bird learning to take wing. Tell me, what brings you back to Bran's hunting grounds? I don't remember this guy at all. Pobbiano's wondering about this letter, you say? Well, you couldn't have come to a better place. Hand it over, my good man, and let Bran see what he can glean for you. And he runs off. Did Bran know it, or did Bran know it? There's no mistaking these chocobo scratches. This is the quillmanship of none other than that roving minstrel of no small repute. As for the content of the letter, why, it's none other than a particularly portentous passage from the 7th verse of the Divine Chronicles, as writ by Messiah Thousand Eyes so many years ago. If you'd care to hear it, old Bran would be happy to perform a dramatic reading of the full words. Ne'er till land-consumed sun can see bare moons. Heavens spew crimson flame, hells see black dooms. Stray seeds quicken in ashes grey embrace. Valiant blades forged under the 12's good grace. Pretty ominous to say the least, no? But I wouldn't be worrying over much. Scholars posit that this was a prophecy foretelling the 7th Umbral calamity, which, as we all know, has come and gone and long since gone. And thank the 12 for that. As for why our minstreling friend saw fit to scribble this down, bottle it, and toss it into the sea, well, why don't we saunter on over to Uldar and ask the good man himself? After all, what with it being the Rising and all, it's as good as an occasion as any to reflect upon the rebirth of our realm. And off he runs. Actually, we're gonna take a different route than we usually do, and instead of going the long way through the frickin' teleport and going down Ruby Road Exchange, let's speak with the lift attendant and take an airship. Up to the airship landing. Another alternate route you can do is take the Ethernet. I'm just waiting for A'rya. Ah, here she comes. Alright, and now we'll purchase a passage to Uldar for a lot cheaper than it would be to go to Uldar by way of the teleport. And off we go by airship. Now, there's a reason why I did it this way. Tell Kelly I said congrats. Yeah, you can. Just type in the... You know you can hit enter, right? Alright, we're gonna ride the lift down to the Ruby Road Exchange. Hey, look, hail, hail, the gang's all here. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, there it is. Whoops. This is supposed to be my little link to everyone in the chat, so kinda sorta need that. There we go. Alright, let's talk to the wandering minstrel and... Well met, my friends. Might I interest you in a song? Oh, an interview with the Harbor Herald, you say? You do this humble minstrel a great honor. I would be very happy to oblige, but be forewarned, there may be matters which I am not at liberty to divulge. But of course! Anything and everything you'd be willing to tell to me and my colleague here, old Bran will be nothing but appreciative. Well, my friends, I must say, this brings me back a ways. I did indeed scribe this letter many, many years ago, before the calamity described therein came to pass. With disaster looming nigh, I sojourned in a small farming village just a stone's throw from Bloodshore, near what is now Costa del Sol, though none called it by that name in those times. I spent night and day penning countless letters identical to this one. I placed each one in a bottle and cast them into the sea, in hopes of warning Eorzeans far and wide about the realm's impending doom. Many of my adventurer acquaintances assisted me in the task. To think that one of those letters would find its way to you after so many years. Yes, fate works in mysterious ways. Why, yes, I do believe that my muse stirs within me. If you might indulge me for a moment. And we're right back here again. Well, hello, Archer me. Dragoon me, Samurai me.
Oh, well, there's a lot of these there.
Dark Knight.
That haven't come to pass.
Oh, those have all come to pass.
For you they have, not for me.
Actually, this is... Before we continue... Oh. Greetings, Warrior of Light. You needn't be alarmed. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. It's a pleasure to welcome you here again, old friend. Or shall I call you the Warrior of Darkness? In any event, it's been quite the adventure we've shared, you and I. Oh, how the years have flown by since I crossed the rift to this world. I trust that your adventures here yet stir your heart and nourish your soul. We are still here, just as ever, scribing the events that will go down in the history of this vast realm. A job, of course, that we could not do, were it not for your extraordinary exploits. One might even say that just as you have embarked on your adventures, we have also been on an adventure of our own. Now, before I continue, I just want to show why this is all coming about. This is a nod to every intro, every expansion, and everything. The archer represents the start of Final Fantasy XIV, the 1.0, so to say. The warrior represents represents a realm reborn, or the end of the Battle of Cartano. The dragoon is, of course, Heaven's Ward. The monk and samurai both represent Stormblood. And of course my good old Dark Knight represents the most recent expansion, Shadowbringers. Well, the current expansion, I should say. So basically these are representative of all the expansions throughout all of the years. And I mean, 6 years is it's no small feat. But yeah, let's continue. Each adventure brings meetings and partings, and countless trials that must be overcome. The task is never an easy one, but at journey's end, we emerge stronger, more enlightened, and closer to the individuals we want to be. For this reason, and many more, this world we share with you, is near and dear to our hearts, as nothing else could be. And so I will remain here, singing of your great deeds, those that have come to pass, and those that are yet a dream. And together, we will tell a tale that will live on long after we are gone. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. In truth, there are others who have messages they wish to share with you. But do not worry. We shall find a way. Ever will we be watching over you. Guide the realm unto peace and happiness, warrior of darkness. Till next we meet. What a song! Why, that has to be the most mellifluous, moving composition that I've ever heard. You've outdone yourself this time, my minstrel and friend. Why, I'd best get back to the Herald and put pen to parchment before I go forgetting the words. Be seeing you, friend, and tell Pobiano the greatest gods in Limsa sends his regards. The calamity took much from us, but Eorzea rose from the rubble and ashes to stand as strong today as ever she has. And to you, whose courage and devotion will see our realm to an even brighter tomorrow, I dedicate this song. O hero of rebirth traversing, heal you this scarred land. Lay bare cloistered truths and tame thy skies. Let azure guide your hand. O hero of rebirth traversing, break you the tyrant's bonds. Embrace your sin and chase the light. To a darkness a world will dawn. And can you believe I just came up with that off the top of my head?
No. I mean, yes, but... fuck you, you know what I mean.
When the calamity razed this land, the Eorzea we knew was lost to us forever. And yet, the realm as it once was lives on to this day, in the hearts of those who call it home. So it is that in this season of remembrance, my thoughts turn to those who are with us no more, and to the world that they left behind. For it is truly knowing and understanding our past that allows us to stride confidently toward our future.
If only others remembered that.
Alright, let's report to Pobbiano back at Bloodshore. Off to Costa del Sol. I love how they added swimming to Costa del Sol, at least. And we're back. Let's speak to Pobbiano and complete the quest.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering when you'd be back. Was Brent able to help you puzzle out the meaning of that ominous missive? A years-old message to warn the people of the Seventh Umbra Calamity, you say? Phew! And here I was worried we were facing our impending doom all over again. At any rate, I owe you something for going above and beyond the call of duty for me today. This might not be much, but please take it with my most sincere gratitude.
And we've completed the seasonal event.
Speaking of which, it's the strangest thing. Ever since you left, we've had more and more of those bottles come floating in with the tide. I'm pleased to say that this time the words are not as ominous in the least, and judging from the penmanship, it would seem that they come from a variety of senders. Yes, messages in bottles seem to be all the rage these days, which would be all well and good if I once stuck with the task of keeping these sands shiny and spotless. Which gives me an idea. If you're curious about the contents of the letters, perhaps you'd be willing to help me pick a few of them up. I'll even throw in a token provided by the festival authorities for each bottle you bring to me. What are the tokens good for, you ask? Why, they can be exchanged for a veritable bounty of simply delightful seasonal goods with the rising vendor. Take my word for it, it'd be more than worth your while.
And with that, we've unlocked the achievement at 6s and 7s. We've earned the minion, Brave New Y'shtola. And we've unlocked the ability to use the rising vendor, who's hidden behind all these dipsticks.
Welcome. We've assembled a veritable host of exclusive seasonal goods for any and all adventurers who are willing to lend us an aid in cleaning up the beach. Should you have any tokens on hand, I encourage you to peruse our wares.
So, we have 6 wall-mounted furniture items, all available for 5 rising tokens apiece. And fireworks, which are available in sets of 10 for 1 token apiece. And we'll do more with the, and we'll be doing that, the Messages from Distant Shores quest often, because I'm sure there are plenty of messages that need to be shown. But until then, that's going to be it for this episode of... Thank you to A'rya Stormborn for joining us. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access to Crusnik's Purgatory. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Crusnik X, signing out.